I know this goes up there with some of the greatest awards in award season.
You know anything about awards? Pull a few off throughout the year?
I had a couple.
All right, Tom, we're through the NFC Championship game. You and the Fox have called your last game of the year. You guys feeling a little sad?
Bittersweet, I think is the best way to put it. We had such a fun season, so we love being able to go on air on Sunday afternoons and kind of give it our best for the fans and always hoping for a great game. So we got a little time to catch our breath, decompress a little bit, and we're going to be back at it before we know it.
I love it. It's award season now.
Really?
Yeah, coming up. You know anything about awards? Pull a few off throughout the year?
I had a couple.
All right, what about superlatives, high school? Tom Brady win anything? Most likely to win a Super Bowl? Most likely to go to Hollywood? What was it?
There wasn't many of those. Maybe I was. No, the short answer is no. There wasn't many of those at all. I don't think anyone could project, nor could I, what the future would hold. But by a lot of good fortune, by a lot of great support from a lot of people, I was able to live my dream, and still am.
All right, first one, Tom. Offensive player of the year.
Listen, I can't just break this into one vote. I'm breaking it in half. I'm going to. I got Puka and I got JSN. I know it's too hard to pick between the two of them. They're both phenomenal. And look, on a team when you're a quarterback, you love having two guys, not just one. So Puka, what can I say about him? Tremendous catches, his body control, his yards after catch, those suction cup hands of his. He's made some of the most ridiculous plays this season. And then JSN, like 100+ catches, one-handed catches in the championship game, big catches, touchdown catches. He was Darnold's, I don't even want to say safety blanket. He was his explosive player. He did everything for that team in the pass game. So I've got two guys, Puka and JSN.
Tom Brady advocating for a tie. I never thought I'd see the day.
I will. I'm a quarterback. I like all my guys happy.
Next up, this one probably pains you. Your least favorite award every year, the Defensive Player of the Year.
You know what? They tormented me for a long time. All you great defensive players, J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. Yeah, you made it a pain in my ass. You guys were so good. And you know what, to add to this year, Myles Garrett broke my buddy Michael Strahan's record, which is absolutely insane. The impact he has on every game is second to none. He's just a hardworking guy, Myles is, and for a guy that gets as much attention by every offensive coordinator in terms of game planning, tackles, chip blocking, what are you going to do to this guy? He's got a great motor, and he knocks people out. And look, I want to give love to my guy Micah Parsons too. I know he played incredible throughout the entire season. At the point that he got injured towards ACL, leading the league in pressures. So that could have been something special down the stretch too. But amazing defensive stats, performers from some of the great players this league's ever seen.
All right, we're going to the young guys now, Tom.
Yeah, I love that.
The offensive rookie of the year.
I got Ted McMillan from Carolina. Watched him a lot. I didn't cover a lot of Carolina games, but what I saw from him was dynamic ability to get open, catch the ball down the field, explosive plays, ball possession plays. Really rose to the occasion. There were some questions coming out of the draft, his commitment, but I think he showed to everybody what he's all about with a monster year. And look, I want to shout out another guy. A guy that's probably down the list, and I covered a lot of Bears games and watched this offense perform, and Kyle Monangai as a 7th-round pick. I kept saying 6th-round pick on the air, and my boy Thomas kept saying, no, he's a 7th-round pick. So I'm finally getting it right. It took me all season. 7th-round pick. He ran so hard, so forceful and determined. He was like a dynamo back there. Every time that Caleb handed the ball off to him, he was running through people's face masks. I love that style of play. And you had a tremendous year, Kyle. Way to go.
Just leave it to Tom Brady to forget anything exists after pick 199. It's the 6th round, and that's it.
I respect the late round picks. You can't measure heart. That's what they miss at the combine.
Other side of the ball, Tom, is the LFG Defensive Rookie of the Year.
So listen, there's some great competition out there, but the guy that I covered the last 2 weeks on Seattle's defense, who does it all, he's kind of a joker out there. They play him as basically a nickel defender, and they leave him out there all game. Nick Emanwari. What an animal this guy is. He's big, he's fast, he's physical. He made some game-changing plays last Sunday in the championship game, covering people, knocking balls away, past defense, tackles in the run game, aggressive in his run fits. This guy has a very bright future.
Over to the sideline, Tom. Who's the LFG Coach of the Year?
The LFG Coaches of the Year, and I'm not dividing this in two. I'm dividing this in four. okay? I got Ben Johnson in Chicago, ridiculous year. How he taught Caleb to run the offense he wanted to run, play to the skill sets of the guys was insane. I got Mike Vrabel in New England. They go from 4-13 to playing in the Super Bowl. Braves, you're like my brother. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Even though you went to Ohio State, you know, that your caliber decision-making was questioned back then. You became a great teammate of mine and a Super Bowl champion. And not to mention a great goal line, and I'm just gonna mention a goal line receiver that you were. You didn't do anything outside the 1 yard line. So you're not that good as a receiver, but you're a hell of a coach. We also have Mike McDonald in Seattle, who's done the most unbelievable job with that defense, suffocating opponents week in, week out, 17 points a game. That's absolutely absurd. And the respect that your players have for you. And last, Liam Cohen, 1 year as a coordinator in Tampa, moves on to Jacksonville, has a incredible season with Trevor Lawrence in that offense. So many great young coaches in this league. Redemption, that's what it's all about, proving people right and wrong. And the reality is, after this season, all you coaches, get your asses back to work, because the season's over. The 2026 season's underway.
People are saying, Tom, the internet is buzzing. The most important award of the entire season.
Of course.
LFG 6th round pick of the year.
Yeah, this just speaks to my heart. You know, it just warms me inside thinking about these guys that are drafted late, passed over all these times by these, you know, genius scouts and personnel executives that think they have all the answers all the time. And sometimes they just slip through the crack to the 6th round. But I'll tell you who does it. Who deserves to be on this list? Quentin Lake. Great year in the secondary, played nickel, played safety, covered guys, zone coverage, man coverage, tackles, blitzing, and they really missed him when he was out, that Rams defense. When he was out, their points per game went way up. When he's in, he's the X factor in that secondary. And look, one other guy, just an honorable mention, Josh Metellus, same type of thing. Versatile, does a lot of things, pressures, covers, picks, sacks, tackles. They do it all. So don't sleep on these 6th rounders, okay? Never sleep on a 6th rounder. There are diamonds in the rough, and there's a few that I just mentioned.
All right, it's not the LFG most valuable player. It's the LFG best value player.
Oh, interesting.
So
all right.
their contract,
yeah.
Who did the most for their team? You got a guy?
I got a guy. Nashawn Wright, corner, Bears. He had a tremendous season. He was an absolute turnover machine. The Bears, they didn't do a great job between the 20s, okay? The ball was moved a lot, but when it came down to turning the ball over, they were better than every team in the league, and he was a huge reason why. Intercepting passes, strip sacks, fumbles, fumble recoveries, what he did on a vet minimum contract, right? Something like 1.1. I don't know, all those little details you guys can go research yourself, but what I saw with my eye test, he is the value player of the year. Congratulations. You've earned yourself quite a contract in the future. And shout out Nashawn Wright's agent. You're going to do pretty well too.
Going off the map a little bit now. This one should exist. The LFG Game of the Year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, there were so many great games this year. I was fortunate down the stretch to cover about 10 in a row. That all came down to the end. I was a part of one in week 16. But you know what? I'm changing this. It ain't going to be LFG Game of the Year. It's going to be the LFG Call of the Year. And that goes to my boy, Kevin Burkhardt, with that game in week 16. Packers at Bears. Bears get an onside kick. They score late. Game goes to overtime. Caleb Williams drops an absolute dime, probably 60, 65 yards in the air in frigid temperatures with huge winds. Drops a dime to DJ Moore. And my boy, Kevin Burkhardt, on the call. You know what? I'm not even going to describe it. Play the tape.
It is caught! Bears win it! DJ Moore!
Listen, I got so excited, I started yelling. I lost my mind. We had so much fun calling that game. The excitement was off the charts. The stadium was buzzing. The promise was sky high for that Chicago Bear team. And my boy KB, with the call of the year, I got goosebumps just thinking about it. And listen, shout out to Tom Rinaldi on the sideline and Aaron Andrews. You guys are amazing. I love working with you. And in the truck, Richie Zions, Rich Russo, everybody a part of our Fox team, loving bringing these games to life for you guys, the fans. We got a great crew. We have so much fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
This is not the MVP, by the way. These people are saying might be the more important superlatives.
Yeah.
LFG Player of the Year.
That's how I see it.
Who is it?
LFG Player of the Year in my mind is Matthew Stafford. I have covered him a bunch this year. I was so impressed by what he did throughout the entire season. I think his consistency was incredible. He showed up in the biggest moments for his teammates. He made throws that so few guys in the NFL can make. He did it in tough conditions. And look, they play in the dome out there at SoFi all the time, but he went on the road. They were great on the road. They were great in win. He had his main guys go down a few times. Puka was down. Devontae was down. And he always found ways to produce an incredible touchdown interception ratio. He was absurd. And look, a few shout outs too. JSN, what a year he had as a receiver. James Cook at halfback, what a year he had. I got to cover them too. So I think for me, the highlight of the year is just traveling around and seeing these guys all ball out at the biggest times. Congratulations to all the winners. I know this goes up there with some of the greatest awards in award season that you could ever imagine. And we'll see you next year. Let's see if you can repeat it again. I'm going to be there. Let's see if you're there as well.